there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today we're just going to do a really quick look at this easel by Kraft Geek. It is the Inspire easel stand. It's a sleek, beautifully made easel that may be right for you, maybe it's not. But in this video, we're just going to do a quick look at it and give you a little bit of information. It comes packaged in, actually comes in a bigger box to protect this, but it's got a sleeve on here and then a cardboard box. It's pretty rugged. I think it would be the thing I think this would be best for is actually gifting to somebody. It's packaged in foam. It's got a quick start guide. It's very easy to use, which we're going to see today, but it's got this quick start guide so you can keep going if you're unsure or you can't remember once you get it. If you buy it and you can't remember how I said to put it together, it's pretty easy. This will lift right up out of the foam. And this is all there is to it. Look at this. It's so light and compact. It's very small. It comes in 4 different colors, I think. I got the kind of light oak color. There's like a walnut, a silver, and a black, I believe, or maybe it's a white and a black. I'm not sure. I'll put a link in the video description. There may be a coupon code. I'm not sure. This is $149.99, so it's not a cheap product, but I do think it's well made, and I think it'd be a nice gift if you're like looking for something for someone that is interested in painting. And well, we'll get into who it might be best for. So to open it up, it's pretty easy. On the back, you're going to see a little dial. You want to turn this to the unlocked position, and that's going to let you pull out the side pieces. Then at that point, you can pull out this middle piece, and just like this, you have a table easel. There's little feet here to hold your canvas, and you get one on the top. And the smallest canvas this is going to take is about 16 inches, I think. So let's just put this easel on here, this canvas on here, right? Yeah. So the smallest size it's going to take is 16 inches. It will go up to 26 inches. So let's say you're working on a tabletop. This is going to be perfect for most of your canvases, as long as you work at least 16 inches tall as your smallest size. Now, if you're working inside, like this is a 16 by 20 just for reference. Now if you are working inside and you're like, but Lindsay, I like to work smaller than that. I sometimes have smaller canvases. What will this work for me? Close that up and you could put this in here. But here's something that's a little problematic is that these are pretty far away. These are like, I'm gonna say they're probably about 13 inches away. So if you're working smaller than, I would say 11 by 14, you know, if you're gonna have to put something on there, like a strip of wood or whatnot, to keep your canvas from falling. Or you could lean it up against it and have it on the table, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of having an easel because then you'll get paint on your table. So you've got to make sure that the size you like to work is at least big enough to accommodate this. So if you're inside and your canvas is leaning against the easel, that's not a big deal. But if you're outside and you want to paint in plein air with this, the wind is going to take your canvas really easily. So you'd want to make sure that if you do plein air painting, that you've either got something else to secure this somehow, or you're painting large enough. You're painting at least 16 inches on your 16 inches high. So there's the one caveat there. Adjusting the height on this is really easy. You'll see here on the bottom you've got a lock and an unlock symbol. So what you want to do is just turn it to unlock it, and you can let the legs will telescope down. And then to tighten it up, you're just going to twist each of the sections. Okay, very easy. Let it go down. And then there are marks on the bottom of the easel. I'm in my living room. This is very awkward to film. But so you just twist it to the unlock and slide everything down. And then you twist each section to lock it up. I think I had a tripod that was like that once. And it's very easy. Let me just tip this up and you can see. You can set it up in minutes. The feet are rubberized, so it's not going to scratch your floor, and it should hold, you know, shouldn't slide away on you outside, you know, because it's like I'm pushing this and it's kind of clinging to the floor, which is what you want. Now, if you're painting outside, this is really light, and if you've got a canvas on there or a sketchbook, it's going to basically make a sail, and it's going to want to take your easel away. But to work from that, to counteract that, there's like this little ledge in here. I would just, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. There's a little ledge in here, a little lip. You could hang your art bag on that so it will weight it down. So if you've got a bag with all your supplies in it, just hang it on there. You could hang a a cup of solvent or something on there, but I would try to get something heavy on there just to keep it from floating away on you. So to take it apart, to break it down, can I zoom out a little bit more? No, it's as far out as I can go. So to break it down, let me back up a little bit. It's very easy. The first thing you're gonna do is bring the legs in. So, let me sit back down. So you're gonna turn the thing to the unlocked position again. And you're just going to turn each section and it's going to pop it down like that. And then you're just going to twist it back into the lock section. So each section will just need a little twist. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy into the lock position. Turn, turn, turn. So it's definitely a very easy easel to set up and put down. Then we are going to close our little tabs there. Oh goodness, let's see. I'm going to close our little tabs there. We are going to, I think we got to put this part in first, maybe? Yes, we put the middle part in first, so it goes exactly the opposite way as how it came together. And there it is. It's all packed right back up in just a couple minutes. So, yeah, it's pricey. It's beautiful. I think it'd be a great gift. It's definitely packaged to feel like a luxury item. It is expensive, and it does have some specific uses, like how large you have to work on it. How, like, working small is, if you're inside, maybe, you know, you are limited on the size that it will take. Both, it's not gonna take anything really, really large, and it's not gonna take anything really small. So if you're working in that mid-range of 16 by 20, you're gonna be good. But and it will go larger than that, but you're not going to be doing huge canvases or tiny canvases on this very comfortably. But if that works for you and you love the design, there'll be a link in the video description where you can find it. If there's a coupon code, I will share that too. And you can get more information by clicking the link in the video description. And of course, before you spend a lot of money on an art supply, you should really get a few opinions and see what they think. Just keep in mind, this was sent to me for review. This was sent to a lot of people for review, so you are getting reviews and unboxings from a lot of people that have sent this for free. So just always keep that in mind before you make a big purchasing decision. Because personally, I probably wouldn't buy this product just because if I was going to spend 150 bucks on a studio item, it would be a little bit more permanent or it'd be a little bit more flexible. But that's me. We're all different people, and I hope this this little unboxing and quick guide helped you decide if this was for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like my videos, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye!